What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Floki Inu as well as Shiba Inu, but I am switching things up and we are going to be covering Dogecoin as well, as I do think it is quite important to cover all the dog coins that we have here on the channel. So by looking at these three, I'm seeing some interesting signs that are showing on both Floki, Shib, and Doge, specifically Doge, which is why I wanted to cover it today. Floki and Shib are both in some very I want to say unhealthy, but they're in a very difficult position right now, that if we do see things break bearish, which is we're right at the cusp, we're going to see markets within Floki and within Shiba Inu fall at a pretty fast and brutal rate. But at the same time, looking at other cryptocurrencies, they're all showing signs of potential bottom being in that could lead to a swing back to the upside here. So I would like to cover that with all three of these cryptocurrencies with you today. Otherwise, today's video is brought to us by Toshinori Inu. Hopefully you guys have heard of them. If not, I will be talking about them at the end of today's video. But more importantly, Toshinori, as you guys can see, is a community-driven project that bridges the gaps between DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, and decentralized finance and empowers their community. What's also really cool is they do offer a launch hero, which you can see is going to be a decentralized swap, which honestly, as I've been learning more about decentralized and centralized exchanges, DEX exchanges are actually really cool. And I'd love to know how to actually make one, which would be even cooler. But yeah, definitely make sure to check it out. Links in the description down below if you want to check them out earlier. Otherwise, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, and let's dive into today's episode. Honestly, I would like to start with Dogecoin first. Just jumping to the current coin market cap, a quick refresh shows that both Doge and Shib, they're down and they're actually falling quite a bit. Doge is down 25%. Dogecoin is also down 5% today, and Shib is down 8% with 13% over the week. But as you guys can see, Shib has been on a slow decline for quite some time now, while Dogecoin was doing okay. We did see a pretty unhealthy spike to the downside here, which was caused by the major swings to the downside that we're seeing now, the 25% drop. You can see Floki and Dogecoin Floki and Shib have both seen a major spike. We've been seeing corrections to the downside for the most part. Dogecoin not as much. This was a recent correction right here. Now I do have Doge pulled up, and I do want to just draw some horizontal lines here to show you guys what exactly I'm starting to see. Hopefully, I mean, just by drawing the first one here, you guys can see what it is that I'm referring to here. So I'm noticing that there is a bottom on Doge, which isn't as apparent as it is on Floki. Now Doge has been around for quite some time now, unlike Floki and Shib here. But Floki and Shib both seem to also be hitting some sort of bottom support levels. Now, the issue with Floki is there's not much history backing supports. Yes, there are maybe two retests of this price floor right here that we're currently battling and retesting right now, which is pretty scary if you ask me, because if we start to close much lower than this support level right here, the next level we go to is back to bottom support prior to the run, and you can see there's not much support or anything holding it up in that regards. So we are going to see a pretty substantial drop to the downside here, and honestly, it's a pretty big one. I mean, from the level that we're currently at, a fall back down to bottom support would be about 54% wiped off the market here, which is unfortunate. Shib would see something similar, although I do believe a correction would be a little bit smaller than Floki Inu. You can see the price range here from the current drop that we had back down to support would be about a 21% bottom. You can see that would basically be right to the prior breakout here. I'm going to draw this horizontal line right through the dead center of this pennant flag that we had our first run to the upside here, or the second run. And you can see that's pretty much target for bottom that I am pretty much calling or expecting to see. Now, the good thing is Shib is being held up by support. You can see clearly that the moving averages do cut through, and this is the first time we've come into contact with the moving averages since early October here. This is the second time, honestly, we've come into contact with it, and we are getting withheld by our green band right here on the support level. So things do look pretty okay for right now. I don't know why the moving averages or the MACD have like vanished off the charts. That's lovely to see here. Whatever, we'll have to fix that later then. But regardless, we are getting retested by the support here, which is good, and hopefully this can hold and start to see prices swing up. Now, yesterday we were covering these cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP. And honestly, when I look at Ethereum and XRP, I do see very positive signs that the bottom was in. Obviously, I can't confirm it just yet. I'd like to confirm it here, but we do have a very, very, very strong support on these cryptos that hopefully will hold and keep the price stable right now. You can see these are the two bottoms, and we're currently retesting the third here, which is the moving average on Ethereum, as well as this uptrend that we've drawn. We've seen two confirmations, of falling wedges that break us bullish to the upside here on Ethereum. We're coming into contact with our third falling wedge here, which should be closing very, very, very soon, honestly, in the next couple of days here. And this could be a sign of the next pop to the upside here. Also within XRP, we've been tracking point C on our major symmetrical triangle Elliott wave for months now. We've actually had this drawn out for many, 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 many months. Honestly, probably since the first bottom here at point A in July. So we've had June, we've had July, we had August, September, October, November, December. 5 months we've had point C drawn on here from B to C. And you can see finally, after 5 months, we've come back into contact with point C for the first time here, which is very, very, very beneficial, I would think, in the healthy correction of the symmetrical triangle. And being that we're also oversold here is a good sign to me that says, hey guys, why would we buy in when we're overbought up at $1.30 when we could buy in when we're oversold at at 75 cents. So I do believe that this is the strong bottom, and I'm very happy that we did come back into contact with this. I do think we're going to see some consolidation, and we are going to pull ourselves back up. And I do believe after retesting the top downtrend on the falling wedge, we should be able to break through it. And I do have a target put at point D right here, which is a big reversal back here. And I do believe that same thing is going to happen with these other cryptos. So looking at Doge here, you can see we have retested this bottom support a few times now. It's not the first time we've gotten close or have actually retested bottom support. I'm going to draw it out for you guys. You can see here, this is about the fourth time. 1, 2, which was oversold. 3, which was retesting oversold. And then we have 4 right here, which is currently extremely oversold, more oversold than we have been. So there's a lot of reasons why I do believe we're probably at a bottom for Dogecoin. I do believe this is a healthy bottom for most of these cryptocurrencies here. I'm trying to draw us like some sort of trend line. I'm not seeing the best here. There is obviously this downtrend here. I do believe we are consolidating. There's also a downtrend on its RSI here. You can see clear as day here that I do believe will get broken soon as we start to break up. But I do believe this is pretty much a good bottom support for the coin. We haven't, at least on Bitfinex, since it's been added back in April here, where we've actually broken through this. So I do believe this is going to be a pretty surefire support level. I do want to pull up Doge maybe on another market here to get another overview. So we had Bitfinex. Let's do Binance. Very similar too. This is a very solid support level compared to where we were. It's very similar. I want to find, again, another support level or another cryptocurrency that hopefully was added much or a while ago. You can see Coinbase, very similar as well. We're pretty much retesting supports on all these exchanges that we've been added on here. Once again, support, support, support. And yeah, I think we're just going to continue to find this movement here for all the cryptocurrencies. Let's do Doge to FTX once again, very similar to Coinbase, but bottom support clearly and currently being retested. 1, 2, 3, and now 4 bottom support and oversold. I think almost every chart that we look at is showing signs that the bottom is in here, inclined back to the upside here. So I do believe strongly that Doge might be a good buy-in opportunity compared to some of these other cryptocurrencies. But I do believe all the cryptos, for the most part, are going to start to see a swing back up. So I am pretty excited here. Now, Floki's also at a bottom, as well as SHIB. So I'd like to think that bottom is in for all these cryptos right now, and hopefully they can hold here. And in the next coming days, we should hopefully see that incline back to the upside here. But I do think bottom is in for these cryptocurrencies, and I am excited. Otherwise, guys, I do want to talk more about Toshinori Inu with you. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Toshinori Inu for sponsoring today's episode. As with all crypto projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Toshinori Inu is a fully decentralized, community-driven project and does not have owners, shareholders, or other figures or entities exerting any form of governance. Now, the Toshinori smart contracts are open source, security audited, permanent, and non-modifiable in any way. And now Toshinori Inu was created in October of 2021 to create a social MMO with unique features of progression-based NFTs that are real-time community-driven. Now, Toshinori's mission is to make collecting NFTs enjoyable by adding a progression system that increases and decreases your tier within your NFT. Now, unlike other NFT NFT projects, their NFTs will have 4 tiers: the student, the trainee, the hero, as well as the pro hero, and these will be randomized upon minting, but the tier can also be increased by re-rolling, which will either increase or decrease the value of your NFT. Now, this will also introduce holders to an enjoyable challenge of improving their hero's tier through paid progression. So the Toshinori's project includes Toshinori Token, which is an ERC20 and BEP20 token that token holders can use to re-roll their NFTs and in-game purchases. And what's cool is it's also hyper-deflationary due to their buyback mechanism and will constantly burn tokens it has accumulated. Now guys, holders will also be distributed between every buy and sell transaction that is made. And next is their Hero Swap DEX, which is this decentralized exchange that will have cross-chain functionality and allow holders to trade any BEP20 token to their ERC20 contract and vice versa without failure. They will also have their Heroes Unite NFTs, and they will also be available to mint soon on OpenSea. They'll also have 10,000 heroes available to be minted on 4 tiers, and all heroes will be unique and consist of different animals such as Shiba Inu, Akita Inu, Kishu Inu, and even more. Now next is their Hero Watch wallet tracker, which will allow users to track their Toshinori rewards, how many tokens are burned, wallet balances, upcoming contests, and even more. And lastly, a Hero's Cape, which is their merchandise e-commerce store, will also cover clothing and accessories, and that's where they will be able to partner with multiple reputable urban brands to produce the highest quality apparel for their community. Now, Toshinori is fully decentralized and supported by its community and enthusiasts. They're free, open, and frank communication is also encouraged among the community supporters so that everyone is willing and can also be informed and even participate in every step of their growth. Now, keep in mind, their team is also in it for the long haul, and the decentralized community fosters long-term ecosystem development, resulting in actual use cases, greater rewards, and popularity beyond temporary trends. Now, guys, lastly, as I said before, the Toshinori token is ERC20 and BEP20 token, and it started on the DXL platform on November 26 with a max supply of 5 billion, and one of its key functionalities is that it's decentralized usage rewards mechanism, which means for every transaction, buy or sell, 7% will be distributed to the marketing wallet from every transaction to help them support the further development of the project. Now, from every transaction, 2% will also be automatically distributed into the contract buyback tokens. And what that means is that the tokens will be repurchased from the contract and will be automatically sent to a burn address, significantly decreasing the supply and increasing the value of their token. So guys, if you want to learn more about Toshinori Inu, please check out the links I provided down in the description. Otherwise, huge shout out to Toshinori for sponsoring today's episode. Make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.